What's up, San Diego? Today we're talking about the proposed Purple Line and how it could totally change the way we get around the county. I've also got updates on Alaska Airlines expanding at the airport, a new solar program that could seriously shrink your power bill, and a look at the brand new luxury condo tower changing downtown skyline. So stick around, a lot's happening around here this week. Alright, let's kick things off here with the Purple Line project, the big, bold transit plan that could totally change how people move around San Diego County. If you're one of the folks stuck in traffic between the South Bay and Sorrento Valley every single day, this could totally change your life. So here's the deal. Commuters driving between those two areas make up about 30% of all weekday rush hour traffic. Just think about that for a second. Almost a third of everyone sitting in traffic is on the same grind from the South Bay to Sorrento Valley. That's 2 to 3 hours of your life every single day just gone. That's like watching a whole Netflix season every single week just from behind a steering wheel. So here's what's happening. Sandag wants to build a high-speed transit line from San Ysidro up to Sorrento Mesa, hitting Chula Vista, National City, City Heights, and Kearny Mesa along the way. It would link up with the current trolley lines and rapid buses, basically creating a transit spine through the busiest parts of the county. Now they're still trying to figure out what it'll be. Maybe it'll be light rail, maybe a subway, maybe some kind of hybrid. They're even exploring driverless options. But here is the big issue. The subway version alone could cost up to $24 billion for a 22-mile stretch. And that's a lot of cash for a project that's expected to see 30,000 daily riders, less than half of what the Blue Line gets right now. The reason? The first stretch doesn't reach South County or the border just yet, so the numbers don't tell the whole story. Now, if you live in City Heights, Kearny Mesa, or National City, and work in Sorrento Valley, where nearly 170,000 people are employed, this could cut your commute from over an hour to just 10 to 15 minutes. And that is huge. It changes where people can live, how much time families can get back, and honestly, how sane everyone feels sitting in traffic. The timeline is 15 to 20 years just to plan, design, and build. Realistically, only 1 or 2 sections might be open by 2050. For now, they're planning a rapid bus line connecting San Ysidro, Kearny Mesa, and USD, which is expected to be around 2035. Now, from a real estate angle though, transit always boosts property values. Better access means higher demand. So if you're thinking long term, neighborhoods like City Heights, Kearny Mesa, and National City could see real growth over the next couple decades. And even if the Purple Line starts small, it's a signal. Investment follows infrastructure, jobs follow it, growth follows it too. Connecting South Bay to Sorrento Valley just makes sense, but yeah, the price is steep, the timeline is long, and the payoff might take a generation. So while this might not make a huge difference for us in the short term, it could completely shape how our kids, and even their kids, get around the city one day. This is the kind of project that sets the foundation for San Diego's future. Alright, up next, Alaska Airlines is building a 13,000 square foot lounge at the San Diego International Airport, with construction kicking off in early 2027. They now have 45 nonstop destinations from San Diego, more than any other airline. And this year alone, they added Phoenix, Denver, Chicago, and DC's Reagan Airport. So yeah, the new lounge might not change your daily commute, but it's a clear sign of confidence in San Diego's growth. Airlines don't just throw millions into cities they don't believe in. Plus, with their One World Alliance, San Diego now connects to more than 330 destinations worldwide. That's a huge win for business travelers, and honestly, for pretty much anyone trying to escape town when Comic-Con traffic hits. And this new Alaska lounge won't be the only one at the airport. San Diego already has a growing lineup of lounges: the United Club, Delta Sky Club in Terminal 2, the Aspire Lounge that's open to Priority Pass members, and my personal favorite, the new Chase Sapphire Lounge that opened last year. So when Alaska adds its space, it'll join a pretty solid roster of lounges, giving travelers more ways to relax, grab a drink, or get some work done before a flight. Now, altogether, this expansion shows a lot of confidence in San Diego's economy. More direct flights mean more business travel, more conventions, and potentially more companies setting up shop here. And when airlines make these kind of investments, new routes, new lounges, and even partnerships like Alaska's with Hawaiian, it's a strong signal that they see San Diego as a city on the rise. Alright, now let's head downtown because there's a new luxury tower coming that's making waves, and no, it's not the kind from a surf lagoon. There will be 399 condos ranging from 1-bedrooms to the rare 3-bedroom units, starting right around $550,000 and going all the way up to about $2 million for the penthouses. HOA fees will definitely be on the higher end, think about $1,100 to about $1,400 range, and the amenity list reads like a resort brochure: a pool terrace, a sky lounge on the 40th floor, a full fitness center, a pet retreat, gaming options, and even a craft space. Now here's what makes this project stand out. Andia is the only condo tower currently being built in downtown San Diego. So while new apartment towers keep popping up everywhere, this is one of the very few places giving people the chance to actually own something in the heart of the city. It's expected to open in fall of 2027, and it's one of the first major high-rises to move forward downtown since the pandemic. And that matters because it shows developers still believe in urban living. Downtown might have hit pause for a while, but between the new airport terminal, the trolley expansion, and projects like this, there's still a ton of long-term confidence in the city center. Now, don't get me wrong, downtown certainly has its challenges, homelessness being the biggest one. But projects like Andia show that developers aren't giving up on downtown, they're betting on its comeback. So yes, it is high-end, it's expensive, and it's not solving the housing crisis, but every strong city needs a mix. And from a skyline standpoint, this one's definitely going to stand out. Alright, now let's talk about something a little bit more emotional, the Ocean Beach Pier. It's been closed since October of 2023 because it's just too damaged to safely reopen. It was built way back in 1966, rehabbed in the early 90s, and hammered by decades of storms, and now it's officially reached the end of its life. But here's the good news, the new pier is shaping up to be something pretty special. The city revealed its final design concept, and it keeps the same general footprint and that classic OB vibe, but it upgrades it for the next 50 years, hopefully. The new pier will sit higher to handle wave impacts, king tides, and future sea level rises. It'll have wider walkways, shaded areas, and plenty of open spots to just hang out and take in the view. At the far end, there's a planned gathering space called Infinity Plaza, where people can relax, take photos, and just watch the sunset. And closer to shore, a small hub called the Island is designed to include a cafe, a gift shop, restrooms, and a few other amenities that make it more of a destination than ever before. The city says they'll preserve the spirit of the original pier while making it safer, stronger, and more welcoming. But it'll definitely take time. We're still a few years away from breaking ground, but when it's done, it won't just be a replacement, it'll be a full experience. The kind of place you'll go for morning coffee, sunset walks, or just feel connected to the ocean again. So yeah, it's going to be a long wait, but at least now we have a clear vision of what's coming, and it's something worth getting excited for. Alright, now let's wrap things up with some pretty good news. San Diego Community Power just launched a $55 million solar battery savings program over the next 5 years. It offers rebates and incentives for homeowners who install solar batteries with battery storage or add batteries to existing systems. And there's extra funding for communities that haven't had as much access to it in the past. The goal is 90 megawatt hours of local battery capacity by 2035, enough to power roughly 60,000 to 150,000 homes for an entire year. And in plain English, that means lower energy bills and backup power during outages. And if you're paying $200 to $400 a month for electricity, this could make a real difference. And during fire season when SDG does power shutoffs, those batteries can keep your fridge cold, your Wi-Fi on, and your home running. This isn't just about being green, it's about saving money and keeping your lights on. Alright, that's a wrap on episode 7 of the San Diego Scoop. What do you guys think about the proposed Purple Line? Is it exciting or just another someday project? And that new Andia Tower, cool addition or too pricey for downtown? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you're thinking about buying or selling here in San Diego, or just want to chat about how all these projects could affect your neighborhood or your wallet, send me a message at bern@ofta56.com. As you can probably tell, I really like talking about this stuff. Oh, and before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss next week's stories. Everything that's shaping life here in San Diego. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next San Diego Scoop. Bye.